In the Level 4 award, the internal quality assurance assessment process and practice, our plan is a result of our assessors, learners, units, and methods and types. So many factors influence our plan, so let's look into this in more detail. So with assessors, we consider their experience, their qualifications, their workloads, locations. This is important as less experienced assessors for the Level 4 award, the internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice, need more support than someone who's experienced. And assessors new to our organisation need more support than someone who's worked with us for several years. If assessors have a high workload, then the likelihood of them making mistakes is higher, but again, other assessors could be working elsewhere and may be stretched for time. We'd also consider our learners completing the Level 4 award in the internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice, as they may have their own individual requirements, such as learning difficulties and learning styles. To ensure they're not being disadvantaged, we can look at age, gender and ethnic origins to ensure that we are not discriminating against individuals. We also need to consider location as well, as we shouldn't always assess learners completing the Level 4 award in the internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practice online, but also go out and see our learners in person. So you might consider any particular units or problem areas, so that the Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practice, the practical unit is more problematic than Unit 1, which is theory-based, so we are likely to sample a higher ratio of these units. And like new qualifications that you start to deliver, you're going to want quality assurance, and these qualifications are going to be quality assured more than the ones that are already established and familiar with, as there is greater risk. Lastly, you need to consider the types of assessment records to ensure validity and reliability. Again, some pose greater risks than others. Please remember, IQA is not solely about sampling assessed work, but should include observing practice, talking to learners and others involved. It must also cover the whole program and not just one aspect. Don't always IQA at the end, as if there is a problem, it's going to be too late to rectify it. So make some effort to be proactive rather than reactive. You need to have several plans when you IQA. As a minimum, you need to have an observation plan for observing, delivering, and assessing, a meeting and standardization plan, and lastly, a sampling plan and tracking sheets for each cohort. It is likely that your organizations will have their own. If not, we're happy to share our templates. Just like the IQA cycle, evaluating your plan will allow you to tweak your IQA plan over time and make improvements. It's not something that you'll be able to do straight away, and you'll need to, over time, you'll make tiny regular improvements, and this will make a large difference. You can consult with your assessors during standardizations to ensure that the plan improves over time. Don't expect to get it done immediately. Take your time, make small steps to improve.